Let's hope I can actually get this done without the dog or anyone else making a ton of noise. My head is still spinning, Ace. Not only have we learned that demons have been absorbing the life force from this world for the past 5 years, but Justine's been arrested for a murder she said she didn't commit. It's possible she was possessed by a ghost. Apparently she wasn't the only one. None of the killer, Jesse Adams, has no memory of murdering Rainy Day, nor does he remember our investigation. A tarot card was found at the scene of both murders, so it's possible the ghost possessed both killers. The last thing Jesse recalls before landing in jail is being here in Las Cruces, so if he was possessed, we may find traces of it here. Once we filled up, Ace, we better keep... Help! Please! Somebody! One of my passengers has disappeared! Whoa, slow down, buddy. Who are you? Kevin Ace, I'm a tour guide. One of my passengers, Marigold Carson, is missing. Her bag was on her seat, but it has blood on it. We know that name, Ace. She was the one who photographed Bigfoot. When we investigated his murder in Oregon, we should go check this out. Just relax, Mr. E. We're off-duty investigators. Detective Ace will have a look at Miss Carson's bag outside. I do have kind of the Joneses hairdo. And yeah, she'll deal with the dog once she gets up, but it's still 6 o'clock in the morning. They don't get up for another half hour. And for me, it's frustrating to have the dog bark this early in the morning. He doesn't do this unless he has to go to the bathroom. If he doesn't have to poop, and he ended up. I went outside, and because it's raining, he just is being a little bit of a diva. It's annoying. This is the bag, Ace. It has Marigold's name on it. What are the odds we come across someone we know out here in the middle of nowhere? Not to mention we're supposed to be helping Justine. But you're right, Ace. Marigold disappeared. It's important we search her belongings. Ooh, interesting. Oh yeah, I'll change shot. I didn't know what the title of this was, and I think Discord's been down like the last day almost, so I wasn't able to reach anybody. What? Oh, this is like puppeteer status from Pacific Bay. Oh, snap. That's her severed head. Somebody cut off her head, stuffed it in her bag, and look, her mouth has been sewn shut. Oh, that's not good. Wait, one of my passengers was murdered? That's her head? I can't breathe. I need my pills. I need my pills. Oh. Oh no, we've already got one victim, Ace. We better find Mr. East's pills before he has a heart attack. And he's right about one thing, Marigold Carson was murdered. But where's the rest of her body? Let's know they search this gas station. It's now a crime scene. Helping Justine will have to wait, Ace. We have another murder solved. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, I'm glad I marked the whole not for kids. Whoa. Where's her body? Oh, because we're trying to find his pills, that's right. I thought we were trying to find her, but I guess not. I really hope Kevin H has just fainted. Ace. The last thing we need is another dead body. Let's grab one of those pills. This bus tour ticket you found Marigold's name on it, but it looks like she wasn't traveling alone. The other name's faded. I'll grab the desk so we can see who Marigold's travel companion was. Oh, I need more stars. Alright guys, I'm gonna go grab some stars and I'll be right back. Bitches 8 or what? Let's do this. Alright folks. folks, Pacini's Idiot, we are back. We told you guys on Facebook. Let's use the stars to continue on. So this has to do with the pills. Come on. Oh my gosh, it was like right in the middle. Oh, there you go. That works out well. Great, Ace, you picked up one of those pills. So this is a trick. If Kevin East dies on us, the chief won't be happy. Brother. It's definitely not a good sign. Let's hope we rescue this guy. Ugh, what happened? Did I pass out? Thank goodness you're alive, Mr. Reese. We thought you had a heart attack. No, I'm fine. But when you pulled that head out, I just... Ugh. Stay calm. Just tell us what you can. Well, Marigold Carson was on my tour. We just came from an afternoon on the Island of the Dolls. Oh, snap. That just doesn't sound good. Island of the Dolls? That creepy tourist attraction just across from the Mexican border? Oh, dear. Is this actually a real thing? Yes, we were only there an hour ago. I thought everyone was accounted for when we left. I did a head count, I swear. Oh, wait. Sorry. I said head. Can't believe one of my customers was killed. I could lose my license. You and the rest of your passengers should stay here while we investigate. Meanwhile, Ace, listen, we're headed south of the border to the Island of the Dolls. I hope you have your passport. I don't even want to Google if this thing is real. Don't even want to really mess with that. But we're probably going to have to. Great. Great. Cecilia Carson. Oh. Oh, Pretty Planet instead of Pretty Simple. Clever. Clever, guys. Alright, so there is another name on that bus tour. It's Cecilia Carson. Must be a relative of Marigold's. Apparently Cecilia is the victim's cousin. And if she was traveling with Marigold, she might know what happened. It's true. Alright, so let's go talk to Cecilia. Hey, who are you guys? I don't remember seeing you on the bus. We're off-duty detectives, and we're afraid we have some bad news. Your cousin Marigold has been murdered. Oh, no. Oh, come on. Why would you say something so ridiculous? Wait, you're serious? Wait, she's actually dead? I thought she was in the back of the bus sleeping. I picked up her bag at the last stop and put it on the bus. Wait, what were you two doing here? Las Cruces is a long way from Oregon. We were on a trip to Mexico after Marigold got famous. She wanted to get away from the spotlight for a while. Famous? Don't tell me you don't know. Marigold's like hashtag popular ever since she took a picture of some hairy dude in the woods. She's one of the internet's hottest influencers. Wait, you don't think one of our crazy fans did this? I don't think so. Well, that's what we're gonna find out. I can't believe Marigold's gone. What will I do without her? Come on. We've done this enough. You have some beef with her. I guarantee you have beef with her. We will find out the beef that you have with her. For sure. It always happens. Oh, so it is real. Okay. All I need to know is if the Island of the Dolls is real. And if it is, I ain't going there. Nope. Nope. Not for me. Not for me. Sorry. That is not something that I think that is worthy of me going. Nope. 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 I'll pass. Backpack, cat, fun. Nobody knows why this Mexican island is covered with creepy dolls days, but it's super popular amongst thrill-seeking tourists. Crazy people. I, on the other hand, can't stand the place. There's spiders everywhere, but there's also no sign of Marigold's body. The good news is nobody lives on the island, so anything we find here was either left behind by someone on the bus tour or they killed it. And you're right, Ace. There's fresh blood on the steel box. This must have something to do with Marigold's murder. Let's open that up. We should stick those torn pieces of paper back together while we're at it. Let's be quick about it. Vampires, ghosts, and freaky dolls don't bother me, but I draw the line at spiders. Of course you do. Oh, great. Is this going to be like the Puppeteer where we're going to find pieces of her body everywhere? Oh my goodness. This does not sound good. Wait a minute. Frank's house? No. Fanny's house. Oh, Tiffany's house. Gosh. I was like, oh my gosh, is this Frank from back in Pacific Bay? That would have been trippy. That's weird, Ace. This is a child's can't crayon drawing of the island. There's a little girl and something right in Tiffany's house. Why would anyone actually live on the spider-infested island, let alone a child? Let's spread out and see if we can find this Tiffany. Well, she's got a smudge on her, so obviously that's going to be a clue. Can't believe I said it was Fanny's house. Hey, I mean, it's technically true. I just didn't realize that there's going to be more to it. This one. This box doesn't look big enough to hold a body, though. Phew, I was worried there'd be more body parts in this box, Ace, but it's just some weird device. I thought the same thing. Whatever the device is, it might belong to Marigold's coach. Let's have Hope examine it. Jay, yeah, if this is too much, man. This is a little grotesque. So you can catch this on the playback if you want. Hello, you must be Tiffany. Yes, did you guys miss the bus? No, but we wanted to know, is this your drawing? Yes, that's me in my house. Do you like it? So you do actually live on the island? Of course. Come on, I'll show you. My grandpa Jose will make us tea. Yeah, I figured there's somebody on the island. Obviously someone is creating these dolls as a tourist attraction. Excuse us, are you Jose, Tiffany's grandfather? I see, I'm Senor Carvalho. Welcome to my island. So it's true you do live here with your granddaughter. Of course, where else would I live? Don't you think it's a bit isolated? Oh, isolated nonsense. The dolls keep us company. I even built a shrine to honor them. And of course, there's the spiders. I've named them all, and they're my friends. Here, meet Dennis. Apart from the dolls and the spiders, have you noticed anything out of the ordinary today? We're investigating murder. Murder? Oh, no. I don't think there's been any murders, but do join Dennis and I for tea. Yeah, that's okay, Mr. Carvalho. We'll come back another time. Fair Marigold Carson's killer and I have something in common, Ace. I always thought it was your weird child that made you socially awkward. I know what you're saying is you're an actual psycho killer. Not quite, but this particular killer and I have a soft spot for arachnids. You see, this device is an aspirator designed to collect live specimens of insects, or in this case, spiders. Sucking air through one of these tubes pulls a specimen into a chamber through the other tube. The small mesh inside prevents the insect from being sucked into the person's mouth. Wait, you're telling me you collect spiders like eight-legged freaks roaming around your trailer? No, I don't collect them, but the killer does. This blood is a match for Marigold's, meaning the aspirator belongs to her killer. As Nice Mirror says it sounds, Ace, we're hunting for a killer who collects spiders. Well, the other guy has a whole bunch of spiders, and he named them all, so my guess is he's a part of that. Good thing we stopped at the gas station, Ace. If we'd driven past, who knows whether Marigold's murder would have been properly investigated. Yeah, Marigold must have been hit in the road just like us, but she ended up with her head stuffed in a bag. Yeah, the cause of death was obviously decapitation, but without the rest of the body, it's hard to say much more. What about her lips being sewn shut? Was the coach trying to send a creepy message silencing Marigold for some reason? I can't really tell you that, but I do know that it wasn't just some random sewing job. The killer used backstitch, one of the strongest stitches there is. I remember using it in the army to make repairs in the field. Since the killer knows how to use backstitch, they're clearly an expert in sewing. Well, Ace, it won't be long before we have this case all sewn up. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Spider. Oh yeah, there's a spider. Snap. I would be like, oh. Well, I know that there's spiders around here because I get spider bites on my feet and stuff. I don't see them, but I have like little spider bites on my feet whenever I go out. Alright, well that finishes off chapter 1. Let's go rescue Gwen. See you guys in chapter 2. Pachini's Idiot? Or no? Alright folks, Pachini's Idiot, we are back. Like look at us on Facebook with Supernatural Investigations, and we have a spider. Now, was I saying Ace? Alright, there's a shack on top of the hill. How about we search there? Let's just hope there aren't any spiders inside. What? Okay, that would have been creepy alone. But now you have spiders all over? Nope. Nope. I'll pass. I'll pass. Archie's with, oh, this is not great. There's the rest of Marigold Carson. Her body spread all over the place. I guess this part of the island is her primary crime scene where poor Marigold was murdered. Looks like Ben will be putting in overtime on these body parts. Check out this altar. Do you think it's for people to make offerings to the dolls? Nice catch, Ace. That must be the victim's pen. It says, #Marigold is the best. Someone's crossed out and written the worst instead. I wonder who was angry with the victim. Let's get a sample of the substance it's written, and maybe that will give us a clue. Come on, Ace. The sooner we solve Marigold's murder, the sooner we can get back to proving Justine's innocence. That is disgusting. That was nasty, and they even had me find the legs separate from everything else. Whew. Whew. This substance on the microscope will help us determine who angrily defaced Marigold's pen. Ace, let's do this. Oh my goodness. Substance scribbled on the victim's pen is crayon wax. Ace, why is that? Well, of course, it's the creepy little girl. So Tiffany met the victim, but why was she upset with Marigold? Let's ask Tiffany and find out. I really don't want to talk to that girl ever again. Well, sometimes reminds me of my days as a military medic. Ace. Back then, I thought there was nothing more gruesome than mutilated bodies I'd seen in the field hospital. But when I joined Jake to hunt the supernatural, my eyes were opened to a whole new world of evil. I know what you mean, but it's crimes like these that show you even humans are capable of terrible acts of brutality. And speaking of which, now that I have more forensic evidence to work with, we're a lot closer to catching Marigold's killer. These cuts indicate the murder weapon has a long, wide blade with an extremely sharp edge. But the biggest find was this bloodstained statuette shaped like an owl. It was stuffed inside one of Marigold's pockets. Wait, why is that important? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can answer that. Mexican superstition, an owl is a harbinger of darkness and death, which means the statuette is literally the opposite of a good luck charm. Now, It's not the kind of thing you buy as a souvenir. Since a superstitious statue is stained with victims' blood, it must have been put in Marigold's pocket by the killer. So our killer is familiar with Mexican superstitions. Well, their luck is running out. Where to next, Ace? Do you think you should go back to the gas station? Oh, you're right. We might find more of Marigold's belongings, which could shed light on this murder. That's a good point, Shauna. If it's getting this crazy, and we're only like 8 cases in of 30, this is gonna get nuts. Since the bus tour passengers were sure Marigold's missing at the gas station, it makes sense we find some of her belongings here. That blinky sparkly tablet is totally Marigold's. Fingers crossed there's something on there that tells us something about our killer. And searching through Marigold's wallet might also give us a new lead. Yep, let's snoop through their stuff. I'm really, I don't know if you can tell, I'm really avoiding talking to Tiffany. If I can hold off talking to Tiffany for as long as possible, that's what I'm gonna do. She's creepy. Ooh, hello. Oh, there's a check in Marigold's wallet for 10 grand. Why did Marigold have so much money? Where did it come from? I'm thinking Ace. Oh, can trace his bank account number and see who paid Marigold 10 grand. Well, obviously for the pictures would be my guess. Hi, little dude. Do you want to come in?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Dada.
Yes.
I look a picture at the like Christmas light on a TV show.
Oh, you saw Christmas lights on the TV show?
I tried. I just looked.
You did? Look?
Yes.
That's cool. Do you want to sit in my lap? And help and I can read some stories?
Look.
Look! What is that? Whoa! That looks like Christmas wrapping stuff.
This is for the store.
It is. It's from the store.
Who got that?
Probably Mama. Probably Mama.
Dada.
Yes.
Do you remember I shake it?
I do. Is it fun to shake it?
Yes.
Yes. Alright, now we're talking Ace. Marigold's tablet has opened up to her buzzer feed. The last photo she posted was a selfie taken in front of this tour bus with this guy.
Can I work with
He isn't one of our current suspects. You want to work with me?
Yes.
Yeah, you can work with me. Here, come sit in my lap.
This.
Do you want to sit in my lap and work with me?
Look at the one I took.
I know.
Where did I took?
I know you did what you took.
What? This box.
That box, I know. You can search for things in there while Daddy reads. Which means if we can trace his identity, we'll have a new lead.
Look, that's me and Dad.
Look, that's you and Daddy.
Dada.
Mm-hmm. I know. I like to smile for the camera.
That's a picture about me.
Oh, that picture is about you, huh?
What's inside of
Oops,
here?
this one. What do you think's inside? This guy looks super familiar. And those pictures look very similar. I still don't know who he is. Archie? No, I don't think we've seen him before.
What happened, Dada?
According to our database, Ace, the guy in Marigold's selfie is a Texas oil tycoon named R.J. Fielding. And do I mean tycoon?
That what happened, Dada?
Billionaire.
What happened, Dada?
Oh, we're gonna find somebody. We're gonna go talk to him. Let's go see what Mr. Fielding can tell us about the victim. You're right. This is 18 plus.
18 plus.
18 plus. But luckily, we've already had the DEATH, and since we've already had that, then it shouldn't be that bad. Howdy! You must be the detectives looking at
Dada,
Marigold's
look
murder.
inside there.
Do you folks have guns? Care to join me for some
Dada,
target
I think
practice?
someone's in there.
I'm getting on my board. I gotta read the picture. I gotta read the movie. We'll skip the gunplay, Mr. Fielding, but we're curious how you knew Miss
Dada, that's a ladybug.
You're right, that is a ladybug. Here, I have to read the story, okay? I didn't know her well, but she was really excited to meet a billionaire, so she wanted a selfie.
That's a butterfly.
You're right. So you only met her on the bus tour? That's correct, ma'am. I was kind of jealous of her enthusiasm, truth to be told. I'm only on this trip to find a little excitement in my life. I can buy anything in the world and do anything I want, but frankly, it all bores me.
Dada.
There's only so many exotic spiders and ancient Mexican artifacts in Mexico. Yes.
That's a lion.
You're right, it is. Arr.
That's a flower.
Oh, it is a flower.
Hello, that's like a little viewer.
Yeah, what color is that flower?
Pink.
Yep. Hacking in the banking system reminds me of my childhood days. My guardian encrypted all internet safety laws. But it didn't take me long to get around them. By 7th grade, I was hacking into my school to improve my report card. For me, I'd have hacked into some dating sites, of course, Gwen. What have you learned about the 10,000 check Ace found in Marigold's wallet? The trickiest part of breaking the federal financial network is getting past the firewall. Their systems are highly encrypted.
Dada.
Once I was through that, tracking down the account number. The person who paid Marigold $10,000.
Dada. That's an elephant.
You're right. The sound they made. That's right. Why would he? I knew why. Yeah, he had her on the tour just to attract other people. Guaranteed.
Hey, Dada.
Yes.
That's a frog.
It is a frog. I gotta read some stuff on the screen on the computer. Have you saw Marigold Carson's bird yet? Detectives need to get his bus back on the road. You're not going anywhere until you explain why you paid Marigold 10 grand. Wait, you know about that? That was a legitimate business transaction. Wait, a business transaction? Marigold is an internet sensation right now. One hashtag from her would have been worth millions. So I paid her to review my tour. I had to sell the most valuable specimen from my spider collection to raise the money. But then she told me she was going to tag me in a negative post. Apparently my service wasn't up to her high standards. She posted a bad review about my tours. I'd be ruined! And now that she's dead, that won't be happening. Well, admittedly, we argued about it. I had to stop her from destroying my business, but I swear by Tezcatlipoca, I didn't kill her. Oops, I do not know how to pronounce that.
Hey, Dada.
That looks like a fish. Am I right? Yay! It's my new friend! Will you play a game with me? Maybe later, Tiffany. Right now, we'd like to ask you about this pin. Do you remember Marigold? Marigold is a big party pooper. Oh, what happened? I was in front of my house sewing a new dress for one of the dolls when Marigold walked by. I wanted to show her my spider collection, but she said that was gross. So I asked Marigold to play hide and seek, and she laughed, saying, Then she gave me some silly pin and left. I know I'm pretending to be a little girl.
Dada, that's an airplane.
It is an airplane. And you didn't see her after that? No, I told her to get off my island and never come back. Yeah, I figured Tiffany would go cookie mookie.
Dada, where's that car?
Where's the car? Finally found Marigold with a list.
Dada, where's that car?
I don't know.
This car. This car.
Oh, you're right. That car. Let's see. Let's see if Daddy can find him in there. I don't know if he's in there. Maybe it's in the playroom.
I think see in there.
I don't see it in there. It might be in the playroom somewhere.
I think I can hold that airplane.
We only have one option, Chase, and that's to.
No,
Wait, is that the bus starting up? Wait, they're driving away. We have to stop them. No, don't run away. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in chapter 3. Over and out. Now we can finish off chapter 3. I'm excited. Let's do this. Right, under mark, get set. Alright folks, Between 88, we are back with Mondays on Facebook. Let's head on to chapter number 3, where the bus started leaving. Yep. Kevin, you stop that bus right now. But detectives, answer all your questions. I need to get this tour back on the road. You and your passengers can leave as soon as we figure out who murdered Marigold Carson, and not 1 second before. Yeah, you tell him, Gwen. Alright, we'll wait. Can you believe that AC was about to drive off into the sunset with a busload of our suspects? crazy guy. Speaking of sunset, let's head across the border for another sweep of the crime scene. I don't want to be on that island after dark. No. I mean, I agree wholeheartedly. We are not on that island after dark. Nope, 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 nope. That is a rule, and we're following that rule to a T. Oh, there's a tarot card, right? Magazine. Can of tunas right there. Star. Perfect. Now we go straight on to the initial investigation. Wow, Marigold really was famous. Eh? She's on the cover of that teen magazine. Someone viciously defaced it. Let's get a sample of those fragments. They can help us track down who did this. And look, there's a faded note on what looks to be a pile of offerings to the altar. I'll grab a desk to see what it says. These broken pieces look like some sort of ornament, Ace. Let's put these back together as well. I'm anxious to get back to proving Justine's is, but not until we caught Marigold's killer. You've got your priorities straight. I like that. That was crazy. Oh, this is Marigold. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is a Day of the Dead mask case, and an expensive one too. It's encrusted with diamonds and engraved with gold. The victim's name's on it. Do you think this was some sort of gift? There's only one suspect who could afford something like this, Ace, and that's R.J. Fielding. This mask is a pretty generous gift. Maybe they were closer than we thought. Let's ask Fielding and find out. Yeah, something tells me that there's something more than that. Ace, look at these fragments pretty fast. Whatever they are, they may give us some clues who defaced Marigold. We do not want to be on the island at night. Do not. Do not. The Skull Bus is like, I don't know what that means. The message written on this offering card is in Spanish. Ace, let's run through it. It says, "Forgive me for the pink-haired pixie." Well, the pink-haired pixie is obviously the victim. The only suspect who presented an offering to the dolls in Spanish is Tiffany's grandfather, Jose Carvalho. What are all those offerings to dolls about anyways? Why was Jose asking for forgiveness? And how does Marigold fit into all this? Come on, let's get some answers from Jose Carvalho. Don't mind me, folks, just sewing a button back on. Dang thing popped up and popped off. Yeah, we're curious about the mask you gave to the victim. Quite an extravagant gift from someone you just met on a bus tour. Well, truth be told, I was quite enamored by Marigold's buzzer feed before today. Yes, ma'am. So when she posted she was coming on this island tour, I booked a ticket. But that mask would win her affection, seeing she was into spooky things like that. And I take it since Marigold broke it, the mask didn't go down well. It did not. Marigold rejected me, if you could believe that, and that's never happened before. I thought she might have been intimidated by my money, but she said she wouldn't date a 30-year-old guy. Ooh, a bruised ego is a strong motive for murder. It wouldn't be the first time. I didn't kill her if that's what you're suggesting. We folks are free to arrest me. That would at least be something exciting. He doesn't have the blob. At this point, it's either the creepy girl or her granddad. And my guess is it's the girl, and my guess is she's possessed. Well, it could be the bus driver too, honestly. What are people still doing on the island? You must leave now. Why? What's happening? Marigold made the dolls angry with all her selfies and whatnot. Tried to appease them, but if they don't accept my offering, bad things will happen. What do you mean bad things? They're just dolls. No, not according to the ancient legends. I taught them to Tiffany to be careful around the dolls. Try to live peacefully with them, collecting my spiders, sewing quietly in the evenings, but you mustn't anger the dolls. So how did you appease them for Marigold's disrespect? Was she the sacrifice? No, I'd never do that. Please, you must go now. You don't have to tell me twice. I'm getting the heck out of Dodge for sure. It's you know saying you can pick your friends but you can't pick your family? Ugh, do I ever. My parents and I rarely see eye to eye, and they've never understood me or my problems the way you guys do. You're the only ones who helped me get over my unfortunate vampire romance, and I know you guys will support me trying to help. Justine. Alright, I know Luke rolls his eyes a lot, the Chief yells at me, and Hope is constantly teasing me, but that's just because you guys care so much. What does family have to do with the fragments Ace found on that defaced magazine? Well, fragments are skin cells, Ace, and while I can't map out the comprehensive profile, there's enough here to indicate that the DNA is very similar to victims. It's not a perfect match for Marigold herself, but whoever defaced the magazine and left behind those skin cells is a member of her family. Cecilia Carson definitely fits the bill. Let's ask Cecilia and find out. Streaming out lag spike? I think it was a stream. Chrome is having a lag spike. So before I get into this, I'll just refresh this. So that wasn't actually like the stream, that was just literally this was lagging. Oh, now I get this, okay. Oh, detectives, why have you found Marigold's killer yet? I need to know who would do such a thing. Remember this upset. We know there's bad blood between you and your cousin. We found out the magazine you defaced. Wait, how did you know I did that? But yes, I was mad at Marigold. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't even be on this dumb bus tour. But weren't you excited getting away from things? Totally looking forward to a super fab, girly trip to Mexico. Sunshine, swimming pools, and margaritas. I even sewed some new outfits for the trip. Instead of beaches and burritos, we ended up on that godforsaken island with terrifying dolls and spiders. That place creeped me out. When we got inside that shrine, I totally flipped. What do you mean flipped? Did you hurt Marigold? No, we had the biggest argument ever. Then I ran off, and that was the last time I ever saw Marigold alive. Yeah, it's not her. Marigold Carson might have been popped by a lot. Why the heck are we back here, Gwen? It makes no sense. No sense. Yeah, I know you're recapping everything. Yeah, let's go back to the bridge. Why did you go back there? That makes zero sense. Let's see, it's a toy basket. Our leaves, obviously. One of these is doing a murder weapon, I would think. Smartphone. Oh, there's a smartphone. So it's not actually. Huh. Look, Ace, that's the victim's phone. His online influence, I imagine her entire life is on this device. And I agree that pile of leaves looks like it's been recently disturbed. I can feel Ace Marigold's killer is close to our grasps. Alright. Don't worry, that person's been hidden, so they can keep thinking that they are spoiling, and they're actually not spoiling. So, don't worry about it. You don't need to ban them. Anyone that does stuff like that, just hide them. That way they think that they're doing stuff, but no one else will see it. That's the best part, is that YouTube has a place to hide people. So you don't ban them, you let them do whatever they want on your channel, but it just doesn't show up for anyone else. It's pretty hilarious, actually. Yep, already done. You've got Marigold's phone unlocked, but I can't see any obvious clues on the home screen. I bet Hope finds something on this phone. I mean, thankfully, thanks Bonnie, because I didn't see it, so that's good. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a machete. Oh, that's one big knife, Ace, and then a little over. This machete must be the murder weapon. Let's have pre-examined every square millimeter of this machete for clues. like pronouncing it machete. What if machete tells us anything? It's that there's a violent killer out there, so I'll keep my report brief. It goes without saying that the blood is a match for the victim. The pattern of the splatters is consistent with the brutal attack. However, the pattern of these mud splashes on the machete's handle that I'm more interested in. Exactly. See, the angle of the mud splatters indicate the killer must have been splashed with mud during the murder. Obviously. Okay. We kind of thought that was the case. You don't believe the amount of trivial stuff Marigold has on her phone days. Countless blog posts and text messages and literally thousands of photos. But there's one photo here that might just crack the case. Well, don't hold out on us, genius. The photo was taken seconds before Marigold was murdered. It's a picture of her killer. Wait, who is it? Judging by the angle of the photo, the victim was either falling or running away when she took it, so the image is incredibly blurred. Although you can make the killer has a mole. Really? You can't see anything, but you can see a mole? That seems odd. I guess it's super zoomed in. So, it's you. I thought it might be you. Creepy doll. I knew it. I'll bet you she's possessed too. Wait, Tiffany's the killer? A 10-year-old child? Wait, is it true, Tiffany? Did you hurt Marigold? Of course I did, silly. I told you I didn't like her. But why? Because she wouldn't play with you and called you names? No, because my plastic doll eyes looked into hers and saw the darkness and ugliness of her soul. Wait, what? You're one of the dolls? Yes, but I'm not like the rest of these lifeless toys. These dolls can't see into the hearts and souls of you humans, but I can. And I could see right through Marigold's soul, and all I saw was darkness. Yeah, so you're not an actual little girl, which means Jose isn't really your grandfather. No, but his arrival on my island is what brought me to life. For decades I was lifeless too, but Jose's devotion to me and the other dolls awakened the ancient magic that had enchanted me. I opened my plastic eyes, walking and talking like a real child. We live in peace on this island, he and I. Tourists like you come and go, and I find humans mildly entertaining. But Marigold, her heart was rotten, and I didn't want her on my island, so I chopped her up. And now it's time for you to leave too. Stand down, Tiffany. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness, Ace, we almost got taken out by a murderous doll. It's one for the books. She definitely wasn't human. She was some enchanted doll. Who knew that was such a thing? At least the rest of these dolls were just toys. We have a big problem right now if they weren't. Jose Carvalho obviously wasn't Tiffany's grandfather, and he certainly knew Tiffany was a threat. How did Tiffany come to life in the first place? Did Jose know she murdered Marigold Carson all along? Clearly there are a lot of questions to answer, but right now, let's head back stateside and report to the chief. That's creepy. It's like, yeah, that's like Chucky to the nth degree. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the additional investigation of the Fishing Escape. Over and out. And we're back. Alright folks, Fishing Escape, we're back. Let me get this straight, Ace. That little girl Tiffany wasn't a girl after all. Said she was some enchanted murderous doll. Well, that's what they said before trying to kill us. We've never come across an enchanted doll before. Where the heck did that come from? Well, the man with the answers is Jose Carvalho. He warned us bad things would happen if Tiffany got angry. He was right. But did he know Tiffany murdered Marigold? And had she killed before? Even though Tiffany's gone, could this happen again? Who knows? Ace, you head back to Mexico and get some answers from Mr. Carvalho. What about Justine and Jesse Adams? They were possessed by a ghost that compelled them to kill. We have to help them. I agree. Don't sweat it, Gwen. I'll head south with Ace. It's been a while since I went out hunting. Well, that leaves me to look at these suspected ghost possessions. Where to start? Well, there's one thing that links the murders involving Jesse and Justine. Those tarot cards. Come see me in my trailer and I'll explain. And I'll meet you across the border. Perfect. Something wicked this way comes. Have you found something that'll prove Justine and Jesse's innocence? Something to do with the tarot cards? Well, it turns out those murders weren't the first killings where a tarot card was left behind. I found 3 other cases going back 5 years, and each time tarot cards were found with the body. Well, 3 murders over 5 years, and now Jesse and Justine. This has to be the markings of a serial killer, or worse, a serial killing ghost. Why the gap between the first 3 cases, then 2 more within a week? Have you found any connection? Well, nothing obvious, except that all the victims were loved ones of the killers. And the only thing that tying the killers together is that they were all successful in the natural resources sector. What do you mean, were? Well, all 3 of the previous killers committed suicide in prison, which is hardly surprising. If our ghost possession theory is correct, they were all innocent. Committed suicide? Oh no, we can't let that happen to Justine. Let's go outside for a moment, Ace. I need some air. Yeah, these tarot card murders are much bigger than we thought, Ace. If what we suspected is true, a ghost has possessed 5 different people over the past 5 years, compelling them to kill their loved ones. Ace, and I have an idea. If Jesse Adams was possessed here in Las Cruces, then we might be able to make contact with the ghost. We should conduct a seance. Wait, a seance? But how can we summon the spirit? We don't have any other personal belongings. We don't even know the ghost's name. Well, we do have the tarot cards left to the 2 previous crime scenes. Those should allow us to make contact. The trouble is I've run out of ceremonial candles in the middle of the New Mexico desert. I don't know where we can find some. Yeah, trying on Doll Island's full of ceremonial candles. There must be some there we can use. Let's hurry so we can get answers from this ghost. Oh, snap. So, the ending case is somebody going to possess, I'm guessing somebody's going to possess, one of these people and try and kill a loved one. So maybe, maybe Gwen's going to try and kill someone else. I don't know. We'll see. It's not looking good. We can find some ceremonial candles for our seance Ace, but these have already been consecrated in honor of the doll. So far, this wooden trunk might be some fresh candles inside. This is a pretty crazy district, and this whole thing has been pretty crazy. I really like it. I can dig it. Perfect. AC ceremonial candles haven't been touched. Let's get them to go so we can prepare the seance. I just read online that the Scimitar of Carpathia has been sold from the Louvre in Paris. Ace, that ancient weapon is priceless. Not fascinating news, Felix, but it won't help us free Justine. These candles you found should do the trick, and I've got the tarot cards all set. What are we waiting for? Let's get started. Well, I'm not chickening out or anything, but here's the thing. If I have to summon a spirit that might be responsible for 5 murders, if we're not careful, things go south very quickly. But according to Botan's Spirit Guide, the mineral rose quartz emits powerful positive energy. Having rose quartz in the room during a seance will keep us out of harm's way. Those cards might be tricky to find, but Kevin needs is superstitious, and he knows this area well. Maybe he can tell us where we can find some rose quartz. This is not looking good. You and your passengers are no longer suspects in Marigold Carson's murder mystery, so you're free to go. But we were wondering, with your knowledge of the area, whether you know where we might find some rose quartz. Well, that's a strange question. Oddly enough, I normally keep a piece with me to balance the positive vibes, but I threw it away a few hours ago. It didn't do me much good today. If you're willing to go digging around in that garbage can, you're welcome to it. Now, if that'll be all, I'll say adios. Looks like we're rifling through the trash can, Ace, but if it'll help us free Justine, it'll be worth it. Let's just have something to eat before we get our hands dirty. Yeah, I haven't had breakfast yet, man. I'm hungry. Okay, up here. This would be the trash can where Kevin needs dumped his rose quartz ace. So let's roll for sleeves and dig in. See what we can find. Like a lot of stuff. There we go. We found it, Ace. We can use this rose quartz to protect ourselves during our sail. Let's head back to Billy's trailer and get the show on the road. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, these the candles to lit, the tarot cards on the table, and I've got the rose quartz right here. Let's do this. Grab my hand, Ace. Unknown spirit, we ask you to reveal yourself or seek your presence among us. I don't think it's working, Ace. Try again. Unknown spirit of the tarot, appear to us now. Who dares summon me? Are you the spirit of the tarot? We want to know who you are and why you're possessing people and killing the innocent. You have no right to disturb me. I've been dead 5 years and my anger grows stronger with each passing day. If you don't leave me alone, I shall unleash my wrath on you. We're not afraid of you. Well, you should be. Others have tried to stop me before to their peril, like Greg Schmidt. Greg who? Enough. I will speak no more. Cease your investigations or it will be your end. Whoa, that was trippy, Ace. Direct contact with the ethereal plane, and that was definitely the spirit we're looking for. It makes sense that the ghost died 5 years ago when the murder started, but we still have no idea who this ghost is or why they're targeting these victims. They did drop one clue, the name Greg Schmidt. Hope, and then we can report to the chief. Is it true? Is Tiffany gone? My darling, my granddaughter. She wasn't your grandchild, and you know it. She was some murderous, enchanted object, which you should have warned us about. Yeah, forgive me. I knew this day would come, but I didn't want to lose her. I love Tiffany. This time you told us the truth, Mr. Carvalho. What was Tiffany? I don't really know. I came to this island because my family didn't want me, and it was just a cheap place to live. I just thought the dolls were discarded trash. My loneliness, I took to talking to Tiffany, imagining we were a family. And then one day, Tiffany came to life. I never questioned it. I was just overjoyed to have a companion. Was she violent? Had she harmed anyone before? There were outbursts of anger, but I appeased her with my offerings. I know Tiffany was dangerous, but I loved her, and now I have to live without her. You poor old fellow, you meddled with something way beyond your understanding. Now that Tiffany's gone, I swear nothing like this will happen again. I know this won't make amends, but take this. This is all I have. Alright. Yeah, he could technically be charged as accessory to murder, Ace, but given that he knew Tiffany was responsible, but now that Tiffany's gone, living here all alone will be punishment enough. It's sad when old people get so lonely. It makes me think of my dad. He's getting on in years, and he's on his own too. I wish I had visited him more often, but we're always on the road. He thinks I'm on a tour of duty. You know what, Ace? I should send Dad a present. Let him know I'm thinking about him. Old man's partial to a good cup of coffee, and if I want to hear the ones they make down here in Mexico are amazing. It's a long shot. Let's count around this island and see what we can find. I'd love to help you, Ben. See, this is what I like. We're getting everybody in this in all of these cases. Like, we've already been so many people. We learned their backstories and all that stuff. It's really great. It's really great. And you feel like a connection to these guys because you're learning so much about them. It's really, really cool. This is funny. Mr. Carvalho had some fresh coffee beans out to dry. I'm sure he won't mind us borrowing a few. Let's grab some of those coffee beans for my dad. I mean, it would be nice to actually ask him rather than just take them, but... Oh yeah, vacuum them up. That's going to be a lot better. That's going to make them taste just great. Man, Dad's going to love these coffee bean days. I already smelled the aroma. Now we're just going to package them up and... Oh, well that's true. The island is enchanted, isn't it? We can't assume these coffee beans are safe to drink. Good call, Ice. Let's not pre-analyze these beans first. Last thing I want to do is send my dad enchanted coffee. That's why you asked the old man. I mean, you still should be fine, but I'm just saying, like... Oops. Oops. Wrong one. Do you not like your father, Ben? Excuse me? I just assumed since you wanted to send him these coffee beans. Why, is there something wrong with them? Only that they're stronger than a buffalo on steroids. Oh, I see. Well, we shepherds like our coffee on the strong side. But it's otherwise safe to drink? Sure thing, go ahead and try some. Woo, boy, that's the stuff. Dad will love this. Looks like we're ready to send this to my dad, Ace. Let's give him a call and tell him it's on the way. Alright, it's got a connection through to my dad. Just making sure the signal scrambles so we can't trace our location. He is ex-military after all. Hello, son. I didn't expect you to be calling. What, with you on a tour and all? I got a 3-day pass, Pop. Getting a little R&R. I suppose that's why you're not in uniform. Well, yeah, that's right. Now, I can't check for long, but I'm sending you over some fresh coffee beans. The ones they out here are incredible. Coffee beans from Chile, you mean? That's where you are, right? Nice try, Pop. I can't tell you where I am, but I do miss you, Dad. I miss you too, son. But I'm looking forward to that coffee. Don't forget to dress warm for your R&R. Speak to you soon, Dad. Love it. Love it. I guess you call those productive days. We saw a murder committed by an enchanted doll, and we've also made progress towards proving the innocence of Jesse Adams and Justine. Not only are the deaths of Rainy Day and Justine's sister the latest in a series of killings going back 5 years. It's insane, man. Turns out our theory was correct. A ghost who died 5 years ago is possessing people and compelling them to commit murder. Yikes. Might be a coincidence, but the demonic presence has been absorbing the life force from this world also started 5 years ago. Yeah, I'm not sure whether those are connected, but I gotta say, something in the spirit who possessed Justine and Jessica Adams, that was some freaky stuff. Well, the Phantom didn't identify himself or explain why it's killing people. It did mention the name Greg Schmidt. Well, I did find out who he is. Detective Schmidt was the investigating officer from the previous Tarot murders. The only catch is, Schmidt's now in a mental institution. He's a patient at the Blackmore Asylum in El Paso, Texas. Wait, what? So the cop went insane after investigating those murders? The spirit warned us pursuing this would be dangerous. We won't be intimidated. El Paso's just an hour down the road. Everybody pack up. We're moving on in Texas. Oh, please tell me that guy isn't dead. Oh, man. Oh, that doesn't look like him. Looks like a doctor, though, for sure. Alright, guys. Well, I will see you next Saturday morning. Yes, sirree, Bob. Cool. Man, this stuff is getting nuts. This is awesome. This is really fun. It's getting to be a little crazy. I love it. But anyways, guys, I will see you guys in a little bit next week. Take care. I'm Pitching 88. Over and out.